We need to feed. Food energy 56, and okay, it's actually much more convenient for me. Maybe. Okay. See the energy level and see the hunger. Don't really need the details.
Time to finish this.
Small map. Shape of fire. We know. I'm sort of holding out to the hope that maybe someone here is we could talk to, so we could get a little bit of an idea what to do.
I'm finished. What
I
next?
cannot.
Utus Christu Klarmashor. Nike Zar. Dear John Queen.
Okay.
Nike Zar. Nike Zar.
Time to finish this.
There may be nothing here. We certainly aren't going to get to the Woodman. But there's still half of this map left unexplored, so
To meet my allies. I
maybe
shall
we shouldn't be in too big of a hurry to move on.
Nike Zar.
Time to finish this.
Indeed. Okay, this is the poison blighted forest. I think I'm holding on to some of our hunting dog. Just a dog. Oh shit. Could use instant death abilities, I suppose, but we have a strong force here. I think that's necessary. I'm trying to figure out where all this damage is coming from. flies. Right. The Geneyev has some kind of a creeping doom type spell. And not sure it was a great idea to give him a sort of vengeance. Now every time we're having some kind of a fight, there's the storm of vengeance there. Okay. Ooh, this is something neutral. Gnarl thorn. The dog evades your attempt to confront it.
Rotting it alive.
I sense great pain from that tree ant. Disease runs through its body, rotting it alive. Well, that's quite a large group of enemies. But these have not been all that impressive. Still, there's quite a few of them. I think I'll sacrifice one instant death ability spell on these. Why am I not casting anything? Okay, a lot of fighting, but nothing too serious. If anything, this is more like endurance fighting. See how far our spells last, because we can't suck spirit energy out of them. Definitely need to feast on something. Calculate your attempts to confront it. Is there some way I could... lure the dog? Depends on whose is it. Okay. Tear off a piece of fabric. Yeah, we can probably use it to attract the dog. But I'm not quite sure why am I trying to attract it.
Time to finish this.
The dog trembles as it looks at you, its head bowed. Its weight shifted back on its haunches, and its tail low and motionless as though it expects to be struck. No sudden movements. This animal looks frightened. We need to get it to trust us. Raise your hand threateningly. Hold out the Huntmaster's garb. Tentatively, the dog stretches its head forward to catch the scent of its fallen master. Takes a few small cautious steps forward as it sniffs. Perhaps in recognition, it looks up at you again. Scratch the dog's head. The dog leans its head toward you, its posture straightening. It seems to have calmed somewhat. I do not think it would object to any questioning of recent events, provided I am careful. See, see if it's from the hunting party that came through here. I'm not going to ask it that. I'll seem the fool. Of course it's from the hunting party. It's something else. I find out how it got separated from its masters. This beast's instincts for survival was sharper than its master's, since it knew when to flee and when to fight, though the decision is not one the dog welcomes. I think it fled because it did not know what to do to fight back. I need to know how its masters died. I'm getting a plot of images. Fear, trees, the sky, the wind tearing through the snow. It's as if it's blaming the forest itself. Can't seem to pin down anything more than that. That's all I can seem to read. It does not want to revisit the memories of their deaths, as vague as they are. Alright, let's leave it alone. Gnarlthorn. Come no closer, little one. This plague is a vile thing, and I would not forgive myself if I gave it to you. How did you get this blight? Get it? In the first place, you mean? Oh, it has been hundreds of years since I first felt its grip. A creature came through here of the nastiest sort. Seemed he wanted to consume this place, as if one creature could do such a thing. Well, when it came time for him to consume me, I turned out to be a bit more than he could absorb all at once. Left him vulnerable. What happened then? I was lining him up to crush him under my roots, but he'd left me weak, as though the sap had been let out of me. Dizzy as I was, I couldn't see much of anything, much less crush him. But I did manage to fall on him and break his spine. Don't remember what happened after that, but I think the woodman had things sorted out by the time I awoke. This dreadful pox was the legacy that foul thing left me. Good riddance to it, I say. I thought the blight was a recent development. It was. For months I lay on the forest floor, much as you see me now. But after that accursed creature left this place, the forest began to rejuvenate, as it always has. And with that, the withering in my limbs reversed its course, and my bark formed anew. It has been healthy for centuries. Several days ago, though, I caught a sudden relapse. Scars that had long since healed reformed in an instant. took over right where they left off. How can I remove the blight from the forest? Remove? Oh, I don't think anyone will be removing it. It's cursed, you see, and it's divinely protected. How do you know that? Some blights are from the land, and some are from the gods. It takes someone who's felt both to know the difference. There must be a way to remove it. Doubtful, very doubtful. Most gods who do this sort of work, Talona and the like, are not keen exempting anyone from it. Although I suppose that if another god were to take pity on the forest, he might have something there. How could I make that happen? If anyone could be sympathetic, it would be Chantia. She used to run wild through these lands in the beginning, before the Ashenwood took shape. She might listen. It would take a strong petition, though. You would need to anoint yourself with a special mixture, one that stresses the dire need of the forest. What do I need to mix together? Ordinarily it would be consist of acorns, leaves, and pure sacred water, but you will need to make a stronger case for Chauntea to undo the work of another god. If you were instead to mix two tainted items from the forest with the water, I should think you would have her attention. Where should I look for ingredients? Fortunately, I think my leaves would suffice as one of the tainted ingredients. Just about the only thing they're good for these days. I will provide you with some when you set out. You would be sure to find sacred water in the sanctuary to the north of here. There is a hollow trunk there that used to belong to one of the eldest trees in the forest. The water it collects is quite pure. I'm not sure where you would find another corrupted ingredient. I have heard there's a horrific blaze raging to the south of here. That may be a place to start. What would I need to do once I got those things? You would need to mix them together. That's simply a matter of using that tainted items on the sacred water. You need to then anoint yourself with that mixture. Finally, you would need to go to a spot that is favored by the gods and petition her. I should think that the red tree of Immelvale would be an ideal location. Take the few of my leaves. They will serve as a first ingredient for you. Good luck, little one. Suppose we can also beat the shit out of him. It's an option. If he's the source of the plague, then I think that him should get rid of the plague. So it all ties together. Kelthor Berserker. Frost Giants. Really? Well. We have one corrupted ingredient. There's no point really going to the pure spring until we have Burning Road. Something from there. I don't particularly want to feed from the spirits, but we'll use them only as a last resort. We have to feed on someone. Some kind of weak
Time to finish this.
hostile would be correct. Fire immunity.
就快啲day, one here I shall.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I'll take the lead.
Shape of fire. Standing perhaps 12 feet tall and enveloped in a white-hot flame, the glowering red eyes of this tortured being are the very picture of malevolence and hatred. So I'm sure he's a reasonable man and we can deal with him. Burnt tree husk. Charred branch. That's probably one of the items. He isn't doing anything. Just here and burn. Spark cinders. That's another one. Which one are we supposed to use? This. Spark cinders. World map. There's really nothing else here. Well, we must interact with this. Felt your presence, felt your birth, felt it loose my bonds. The time approaches, the time approaches, the time approaches. You felt my birth, was bound in a red place, a place of fire, only heat, only scorching. Then a disturbance, a cool breeze. She is awakened, she is awakened. Time of what approaches? Scorching vengeance, burning wood, dying forest. His end is near, his end is near, his end is near. Whose end is near? Forest spirit, forest essence, met him once, now will again. He'll pay at last, he'll pay at last. What are you? Now why are you burning down the forest? Burn the grove, burn the spirit, burn the jailer. Draw him out, smoke him out, draw him out. What do you mean by jailer? I suspect it refers to the woodman. Send me from here, send me from life, send me to burn. Undying pain, undying heat, undying pain. Sounds like you made someone mad. Helped many to find him, all was well. Helped you to find him, earned his wrath. He hated you, he feared you. He hated you, he feared you. I see. Perhaps it is speaking of another spirit eater that once shared the same curse. To its eyes, you are merely a vessel that contains the same hunger. The same grove, and you return. Weakened him once, now have again. You are the key. You are the key. You are the key. So I guess the thing is here, we don't necessarily need to solve the problems in the forest, but we need to do something with it. They're in a... We need to do one of two things, either solve them so he can return, or make them worse to force him out. Yeah, I would think the consequences. One is naturally evil path, one is a good path, but I'm not. I haven't really thought about any of these choices in that sense. If we want to keep our chaotic evil character, we should go with the evil, but it makes very little sense that thinking about it that way. I mostly think it in from the perspective of alliances, my own power. Just doing damage here might achieve the same goal. However, I don't see how we benefit from the damage. If we do it the way that we try to get the forest back in control, it would probably score us points with the witches again. So it's not like they're our allies, but they might turn from basically viewing us openly in a hostile manner to at least viewing us in a more of a neutral view. That would help us quite a bit because they control the civilized areas of this world. I just don't see what the benefit is to intentionally try to harm the forest. Especially if we want to ask for favors from the woodman. I suppose there's going to be the option inevitably to try to devour him. But again, it's what would we benefit from it? Besides refilling our spirit energy. I need you to stop burning the woods. It has made the woodman too weak to return. I will not stop. Burning brings him, makes him pay, makes him remember. I have suffered, I have suffered, I have suffered. I lied. Actually, you made your case. I will help you after all. Spread the flames, burn the grove, burn it down, throw him here. Hmm. You want me to burn down the whole forest? No, not the forest, the grove only. Where we met him, where we fought him. Make him pay, make him remember, make him remember. So once this grove is burnt down, the forest fire will be extinguished for good? Make our mark, make our scar. Guided him, you to him, now guide him to me. We'll wait. I'm patient. We'll wait. Anything else I should know? Use any fire. Weapon fire, magic fire, torch fire. But beware of the hag. Hag of winter. Come here once, now lies east. Pass through here, fought her war. She will stop the fire flames. She will stop the flames. She will stop the flames. Okay. Find the hag or help the spirit burn down the grove. Find her hag. So, options.
Time to finish this.
Multiple days to travel. No veil. Wood. Where am I? Running Grove. Days to travel to? Shit. 4. Nope. That sort of travel will probably mean a huge spirit's energy loss and rest period. So, first and foremost, we need to recharge ourselves, and there's 2 areas still here we haven't done. One is the cave with the animals. Might be well, actually I don't want to go there. Oh, actually the giants. We should have everything we need for that particular ritual. More of a what to do with the frost giants. They're not hostile.
Lori Confolus.
Might be our first decent fight in this area too. You should flee from this place, Hunter. It's no place under It's no longer under Telthor protection. Why not? There's nothing to be done about it. The frost giants are too many. Once there was refuge in the light of our sanctuary. Now that the giants have taken over, this part of the woods is open to any foul creature that crawls this way. How did this happen? I don't know why, but one day they just came through here, pushing aside ancient trees and crushing innocent creatures beneath their feet. They took special liking to our sanctuary. Their leader said it'd be easy to defend once they took it. We fought to protect it as we had in so many times past, but this foe was too numerous and powerful. We were routed to our great shame. I bet I can get rid of that giants. I can't say I'd advise it. They didn't strike me as the reasonable sort. But I do sense something unique about you, Hunter. Maybe you know something I don't. Tell me what I can do. Like most things in the wood, our sanctuary existed for ages. Used to be that the spirit of a powerful dryad watched over it. Supposedly, its essence formed a barrier that nothing evil could ever cross. How did the frost giants get past it then? I couldn't say for sure, because it was before my time. But it is said that hundreds of years ago an unnatural creature came to these woods to feed. It came here not for flesh or blood, but for the existence of the spirits that dwelt here. It was eventually repelled, but not before it tore the Dryad spirit from our sanctuary. Without such a guardian, our sanctuary is vulnerable to invasion. How can it be renewed? In the center of that island over there, the remains of this Dryad's tree now hold a sacred pool. That's where the essence of the Dryad spirit was housed. Put simply, it would need to be replaced. Hmm. So basically a spirit essence. What? I'm sent from the woodman himself. He has bestowed me with the ability to manipulate spirit essences. I think I'll go with this because if I say I'm the spirit eater, they're gonna freak out. Then fortune is on our side at long last. I'm greatly relieved the woodman walks the forest once again. You have my full support. I will do whatever you ask of me. Yes. Then kneel before me and face oblivion. I'm afraid that I would need to ask you to pay the ultimate price. I understand what you ask. I have spent my entire existence watching over this place. My sacrifice can guarantee its sanctity for the future. It'd be my honor. Well, gotta absorb something. What? Didn't get any spirit energy out of it. It was a dialogue use. And, actually, I didn't get anything out of it. Well, that was a waste of time. Acquired volatile spirit essence. Okay. That's not worth anything. How many do you need for a brilliant essence anyway? Um, where's the where's the other tool? How do you use this? Convert, combine essences. Insufficient essences. How many do you need? We lost 80. So we need about 8. Right. I don't think a volatile essence is gonna do jack shit. Probably need a brilliant one. So cross-joint Jarl Ulfric. We just interact with the sacred pool. Let's talk with the king. Just what is it you doing on our island, little bug? You do not look like a shiny animal. Why is there a tribe of frost giants here? You is sticking your nose where it doesn't belong. Go off and play with your shiny badger friends. Come on, if this is your land, what have you got to hide? I is the Jarl here. That is all that matters now. If someone from my tribe happened to take my crown and throw me out, never you mind. You were exiled. How did that happen? Well, my old tribe believed that only the strongest giant should be the Jarl, and that if a Jarl wasn't the strongest, he should leave in shame. Any of us could challenge our Jarl for his crown. When I won the challenge, so great was my victory that I also won the respect of the entire tribe, except Didrik. What did he do? Didrik was the runt of the tribe, but his strength was in his cleverness. I had just become Jarl, and before I had my breath, he challenged me. I was so tired that he beat me easily. If everybody who loses is exiled, and anyone can challenge whenever they want, how many giants are left in your tribe? Well, for a long time we had one Jarl who was so tough that we wasn't strong enough to beat him. But after he got old and he started weakening, everybody was starting up challenges. We was a big tribe, several hundred strong to start, but when the challenges started, most of us was getting exiled. After I and these other giants left, there was only Dietrich. Wait, everybody but one giant is in your old tribe has been exiled. Yeah, I think he must be crying so hard that his tears is starting avalanches, little baby avalanches, because he's so grungy. So now you're exiled. Well, the system wasn't the best, but at least we mostly got a strong Jarl. Although some 10 days the Jarl was better than others. But the system stays in place until we think of something better. You still have the challenge system. Well, we still like to have a strong Jarl. This is the best way to pick him. You would take a challenge from anyone. What about me? Sure. I suppose if we want the strongest Jarl that anyone can challenge, but you is not going to win, so it's not a problem. Okay, tell me how the challenge works. Well, ordinarily the challenger has to show he can defend the crown better than the Jarl. So he stands in front of the crown, and the Jarl tries to take it from him. If the Jarl can take back the crown and hold it for a while, he wins. If he is knocked out, well, then he doesn't win. And you can only challenge once per day to keep things fair. I'll be back. So, seems like the easiest way to get rid of him is to just challenge for the crown, become the Jarl and just tell everyone to fuck off. Wonder if we can interact with the sacred pool. What you doing here? Get away from the tree stump. It's our tree stump now. My mistake. So there's no way to go there without picking a fight. I challenge you for your crown, giant. Very well. I is accepting your challenge. But since I stay still the Jarl, I can make a new rule. So in this and all future challenges, you is going to have to protect the crown from all the giants, not just me. And maybe you is going to have to fight some of us twice, because we is all so excited to beat you up many times. Time to defend your crown, little bug. What exactly does this entail? Ah, that's the... right. I'm not quite sure what exactly I'm supposed to do. We need to kick their asses fast enough. Right. Basically focus on the guy with the crown. It's just as there isn't all that much I can do. King hasn't shown himself yet. Just wondering, is there a lot of things we can do? Kick his ass. I'm really worried about the king only. He might have enough durability to survive. Quickly now. Take him out. Come on. I'm not sure if instant death abilities would be a good idea here. Damage certainly works.
Friend, abo. Friend,
No one has the crown yet. First joined Jarl.
limit on range. Limit on range.
So victory is ours. It's actually fairly dangerous. This is the worst thing to happen to a Jarl. It is even more shameful than when Dietrich knocked me over and sat on me and called me his new throne. When you is Jarl, you should strongly consider coming up with a better way to become a Jarl. I'll take that into consideration. I'll be going into exile now. They'll go to exile. I wonder if a volatile essence is truly enough. Well, seems to have worked. Regari. Why have you come to me? I just wanted to congratulate you on becoming a Piltover. The man has honored me, and I am grateful. I will honor it in turn for as long as I exist. Okay. Good for you. We came here for the spirit water, and that's what we spring water, and that's what we got. The only worthwhile place here is the cave. We don't need to rest, but I think I'll leave it here. The cave looks like a fairly large area, so at the very least it's gonna be filled with all kinds of fights. And we do need to try to feed on something. I think we're... when we reach about... maybe 40-35 spirit essence, we will all start to take regular damage. And the negatives are starting to be substantial. But the real trouble comes probably at the 25 point line, and lower than that. So we're still going to be okay for some time, but I would really like some kind of boost. You have to go to another map, and the travel this time is like 4 days. So it's gonna be a problem. I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 4 rooms really. So maybe this not that difficult or long. I expect a fairly tough fight out of this. Predator 10. I expect 4 fights that will get increasingly tougher. Greater Dire Wolverine. No Leopard. What a trash. We have an area effect kill ability. Not really know.
My magic will erase this.
Time to finish this.
Ricos no cuenta acá.
These are beasts themselves though. Paragon Wolverine. Overpowering, and I'm willing to bet there's a Paragon of something here, Paragon of something here, and the real Paragon up there. So yeah, I don't think this is gonna be easy or quick to go through. We're not actually getting all that much done. I'll try to handle this scope and I think I'll end it there. We'll leave the rest of the Paragon features for another time. Yeah, we weren't actually doing anything with Paragon Wolverine. It absorbs the damage that's been thrown its way. Might be worth trying to feed upon its soul. But it's only humanoids, I think, to our soul. Single humanoid, yeah. Can exist in single spirits, either Fey or Elemental, yeah. But we don't really have a way to feed on living things. Just undead spirit and people, not animals or trees or anything like that. I think the Paragon Wolverine is regenerating at a rapid rate. Pretty sure Gan is hitting it from time to time, but just nothing's happening.
I will destroy.
Oops. Well, I can always use the Vampiric Beast. just not really taking anything. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. Why? Why? Like, it isn't taking anything. Nothing. Nothing sticks. We can try something instant death related, but let's try flesh to stone first.
How's Hula? Hula.
It's almost impossible to make that work.
Ricos no esta acá.
Holy shit, the regeneration is absolutely massive. Wonder if I could get rid of it. Don't think so. I think it just has an absolutely ridiculous level of natural regeneration. There really isn't much I can do. Right. Up yourself. Do more damage that way. And your spin.
The more you
So close. Might as well try Devour Spirit. Not a spirit though. Maybe Devour Soul. Valid target. Valid target. No, it's just not happening. This isn't much, but at least this will do damage. Finger of Death. It'll never kill him outright, unless we get extremely lucky.
You.
Any kind of magical damage you do.
No, I don't know any profanity. How embarrassing. Danger
It's
approaches.
ridiculous.
Be on your guard.
But there ain't
Enemies approach.
jack
Be
shit we
prepared.
can do.
Ricos no esta acá.
Come on! Do you have anything that does damage? Well, we might be able to slow it down, that's something. It's a regeneration that's a big problem.
I will destroy you.
At least the summoned creature does elemental. Greater heroism for him, please.
Yes, it has been fought.
Anyone else want heroism?
Station.
Yeah, isn't working. Leisure Stone attacks might be desperate, but we have to try something.
Aus Ruhe.
There's like 15% chance this will work, pretty much.
Aus Ruhe.
Again, this is probably one of those fights if we have a fighter or something like that. This would be very easy. This is just first paragon pictures.
Oh, and then next. Oh.
So yeah. Ooh, we could try dominate monster. It's animal, I think technically, but I need to try to boost someone with everything we have.
Night song.
Static target, right.
Night song.
Yeah, this just isn't working.
Night song.
The elemental damage is not going through. Reverberating crossbow, that would be sonic damage, but the big problem is we're not hitting like at all. He has incredibly good armor class, so I'm desperately just trying to get through this though. I think I'll use vampiric beast. If we want to defeat this paragon creature, we'll have to rethink the spell selection on everyone to try to basically get a lot of damage bursts through. Damage that they can't evade or resist, instant death abilities, whatever. Just enough shit thrown their way that we can do this, but currently we can't. That's not happening. And that's not enough. That's just not enough. It won't make any kind of real difference. This might work. This would make him easy to hit. Yeah, made his saving throws. How about dominate monster? Yeah. He's fully healed soon, so yeah, we can just fuck out at this point. We can't kill a single paragon creature. Do not have the offensive capability to kill a Wolverine. 4-man team of high level characters. No one can hit the fucker. Like at all. Armor class has to be insane. And now we don't really have the energy either to rest. I think I'll leave the cavern for now. We'll have to come here back for the tree anyway. The thing is though, nope. Need to feed on something. They can't just rest and ignore things. There were a few spirits here somewhere. I suppose I could try to suppress. Maybe use once per day. Restoring a small quantity of energy to your spirit energy bar and reducing craving. Well, it's better than nothing, and the craving is the big problem with the resting. So if we could reduce that to some extent, it would be great. Saving didn't change, and got enough spirit energy though that I think we're okay to rest. It also means we're probably okay to travel. I don't really want to change my spell selection at the moment. So the Paragon animals are going to have to wait a little bit. We're gonna go and take a little trip. Yeah, we need to, no matter what we do, we need to find some kind of a witch, and we need to make some kind of a thing out of the ingredients we've been gathering. So we have to go to Emil Vale no matter what. An oasis in the high country, a secluded valley situated along the northern face of the running rocks that continually defies the harsh winter that surrounds it on all sides. Some regard it as a spiritual nexus, journeying a tremendous distance to see it. How bad is it? Our spirit energy situation after this? 53, not bad. World map. So, zigzagging road to a tree and maybe something else.